Welcome to Chapter 3, where we're going to take a look at some of the key content that helps us begin to study the Second Industrial Revolution, that period of time that starts at about 1870 and runs to about 1900. What we're going to look at here in this particular lesson on Chapter 3 is how the United States becomes an industrial society after the Civil War. Now, you left off right around this time in 8th grade, and we're going to pick up on that here in this course this year, and we want to figure out how it is that our society kind of becomes a modern industrial country. So let's take a look at that. Specifically, there are going to be 4 things that you're going to see in this lesson that are important, and that's going to be access to lots of natural resources. And what you'll see here are these natural resources are necessary to produce a lot of goods. You're going to see things like inventions, and it's the inventions themselves which will allow much new ways to produce. And we're going to see a large workforce, and we're going to talk about the different ways that large workforce comes to America. And we're going to talk about laissez-faire economics, and that's something that I definitely need to make sure you highlight, write down, whatever it is, because we're going to keep coming back to it again and again and again and again. And as we look at all of these different components, the 4 things that we just mentioned on the previous slide, what you need to make sure you understand is that this whole process, what we're calling again, and remember that you're going to call it this, right? The Second Industrial Revolution. This whole process will make our nation the world's leading industrial powerhouse by the 1900s. We are going to become, essentially, the top producing country in the world. No other power, no other nation in the world can produce as much as we can. So the question as we talk about this here is why is that going to be? What is it that's going to allow our nation to produce more goods at lower prices? Because that's exactly what's going to help us become this leading powerhouse, that our nation is going to be able to produce more than any other nation on earth, and we're going to produce it at such a low price that people are going to be able to buy it. The end result of this is going to be our nation having the largest ever and really fastest growing ever gross national product. And you can see that there in the last bullet on this slide. The gross national product is if you took everything that we make, if you took every component of everything that we produce, and you put it all in a giant bucket, right? So here's the giant bucket, right? And we're going to put in all the homes that we build, and all the cars that we build, and all of everything, all of the electricity that we produce. If we take in the value of everything that we have, right, and we put it all inside this bucket, everything has a dollar amount, right? The house is worth so many dollars. The car is worth so many dollars. Electricity is worth so many dollars. And what's in here? The total value, that's what you see right up there. The gross national product, the total value of everything that we have in our country that we produce in 1 year.